What if I told you there's a country where people eat raw chicken, streets don't have names, and dancing was actually illegal until just a few years ago? Japan is one of the most fascinating countries in the world. While it's famous for sushi, anime, and cutting-edge technology, there are countless surprising facts that most people have never heard of. Here are 10 things you probably didn't know about Japan. Number 10. Square watermelons exist. Imagine walking into a supermarket and finding a perfectly square watermelon. It may sound fake, but square watermelons are a real Japanese invention. Farmers grow them inside transparent cube-shaped boxes. As the fruit grows, it takes on the shape of the container, creating a perfectly square watermelon. The original idea wasn't just to create something unusual. Square watermelons were designed to fit more easily into refrigerators and to make transportation and storage much more efficient. Ironically, most of these watermelons are harvested before they're fully ripe, making them unsuitable for eating. Today, they're mainly sold as luxury decorative items or gifts. Because they're so unique, a single square watermelon can cost around 10,000 yen, or roughly $90, and sometimes even more. Number 9. You can eat raw chicken and raw eggs. Most people know that eating raw chicken is considered extremely dangerous. But in Japan, some restaurants actually serve torisashi, a dish made with raw or lightly seared chicken. How is that possible? Japan has some of the strictest food safety standards in the world. Chickens intended for raw consumption are raised, processed, and inspected under incredibly rigorous hygiene standards, dramatically reducing the risk of contamination. Even then, this dish is typically only served by specialized restaurants that follow strict preparation methods. Raw eggs are even more common. One of Japan's most popular comfort foods is tamago kake gohan, simply freshly cooked rice topped with a raw egg and soy sauce. In many countries, people would never consider eating a raw egg, but in Japan, eggs are produced under strict quality controls, making them safe for this traditional dish. Number 8. Tokyo has more Michelin stars than Paris. When people think about fine dining, Paris usually comes to mind first. But surprisingly, Tokyo has consistently held the title of the city with the most Michelin-starred restaurants in the world. From tiny ramen shops with just a handful of seats to world-famous sushi restaurants, Tokyo's food scene is incredibly diverse. Whether you're spending $5 or $500, it's possible to experience food prepared with extraordinary precision and attention to detail. For food lovers, Tokyo is truly one of the greatest culinary destinations on Earth. Number 7. Dancing was illegal until 2015. This one surprises almost everyone. For decades, dancing in many Japanese clubs and venues was technically illegal, unless the establishment had a special government-issued dance license. The law dated back to 1948 and was originally introduced to regulate dance halls after World War II. Although enforcement became inconsistent over time, police occasionally raided clubs for violating the law. After years of public criticism and campaigns calling the law outdated, Japan finally repealed most of these restrictions in 2015. So yes, until fairly recently, simply dancing in the wrong place could technically get you into trouble. Number 6. Many streets don't have names. Imagine trying to give someone directions when your street doesn't even have a name. That's normal in much of Japan. Instead of naming every street, addresses are usually based on districts, neighborhoods, and numbered city blocks called chome and banchi. Buildings are often numbered according to when they were constructed, not necessarily in sequential order. As a result, finding an address can be confusing for first-time visitors. Fortunately, modern GPS and smartphone navigation have made getting around much easier than it used to be. Number 5. Falling asleep at work can be a good thing. In many countries, falling asleep during work would probably get you into trouble. In Japan, however, there's a concept called inemuri, which literally means sleeping while present. If someone briefly dozes off at their desk during a meeting or even on public transportation, it can sometimes be interpreted as a sign that they've been working extremely hard. Of course, sleeping through your responsibilities isn't acceptable, but a short nap after long hours may actually be viewed as evidence of dedication rather than laziness. It's a fascinating example of how cultural values can completely change the way everyday behavior is interpreted. Number 4. The world's oldest company is Japanese. How old is the oldest company you've ever heard of? 100 years? 200? Try nearly 1,500 years. Kongo Gumi, a construction company specializing in Buddhist temples, was founded in 578 AD. That means it has survived wars, natural disasters, economic crises, and countless changes in Japanese history. Although it eventually became part of a larger company in modern times, it continued operating under its historic name and remains one of the oldest continuously operating businesses in the world. Number 3. There's a word for buying books you'll never read. Have you ever bought a book because it looked interesting, only to place it on a shelf and never open it? If so, Japan has the perfect word for you. It's called tsundoku. The word describes the habit of purchasing books and allowing them to pile up without actually reading them. For many book lovers, this might sound a little too relatable. The existence of such a specific word also highlights how rich and expressive the Japanese language can be. Number 2. KFC is Christmas dinner. In most countries, Christmas dinner usually means turkey, ham, or roast beef. In Japan, it's fried chicken. During the 1970s, a hugely successful marketing campaign by Kentucky Fried Chicken promoted fried chicken as the perfect Christmas meal. The campaign became so popular that it eventually turned into a national tradition. Today, many families order special Christmas buckets weeks or even months in advance because demand is so high. It's one of the most successful marketing campaigns ever created. Number 1. Tipping is actually considered rude. Here's something that surprises many tourists. In Japan, leaving extra money after a meal isn't expected. In fact, it can sometimes create confusion because staff may think you accidentally forgot your change. Excellent service is considered a basic part of doing the job, not something that deserves an additional reward. Restaurant prices already include the level of service customers should receive. So if you visit Japan, the best way to show appreciation is usually with a sincere thank you, rather than leaving extra cash. Japan is full of traditions, customs, and surprises that make it unlike almost anywhere else in the world. Which of these facts surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video and want to discover more fascinating facts from countries around the world, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.